Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. So you may be wondering why we're, back at the farm, even though we were going to be getting all of our stuff today for precision farming, which it is on and activated. But a very simple, we kind of have a little bit of an issue. As it was the Zera Compact, it is not an option for this tractor. So yeah. My current plan, you can see there's a lot in here that just do not have it as an option. A lot of modded ones. I have a plan. I'm not sure if it's going to work. So my plan is we're going to have to buy this, obviously. We'll have to buy that, and then we'll have to buy two different adapters. Front loader to skid steer, and then a skid steer to implement. I think that'll work. I think. We'll find out. I really don't know what else would work. Worst comes to worst, I guess. If it's just nitrogen, that's just fertilizer. Which, yeah, that would suck, not having variable of that. Because, like, for soybeans, we wouldn't need any. That would be the only negative. But if we can get it, that would be nice. That would be nice. I'm not sure if you can adapt something to another adapter and then, that's a lot of things on the front, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Alright, here we are at the store. I did leave the trailer up here because I was planning on getting fertilizer and probably seeds. So we'll have to buy the adapters first. I'm not going to buy the other thing if, I'm not sure why there's two here, though. You can have options for it, so we want front loader to skid steer tool. We'll buy that, and then a skid steer to implement tool. Now, can we adapt to an adapter? We can. I mean, it works. It works. So we will just buy this. I did try this too. It did not work. So, yeah, we'll just buy the standard. We don't have enough money for the scout then, but that is fine. We'll just buy the soil map separate. I mean, it works. It works. It looks kind of funky, but it works. Alright, now we can head back. I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but dang, it did. It did. Well, I'm glad we got something to work, though. And it only took, what, $500 in adapters to do. At least it wasn't, an arm and a leg. We'll have to do all of the lime spreading again. I don't think we need this attachment for that. I don't believe. I believe this is just for nitrogen, which is fertilizer. Grab the lime spreader. I'm sure this whole field will not be great, which does remind me I need to buy this soil map here. It's definitely a lot cheaper than... Oh, that's pretty good, actually. I think sandy loam's the second best. Maybe it's loamy sand. One of the two is the second best. I always forget which one. But obviously you prefer loam as much as you can. That would be the best one. Well, we'll have a lot of a field here to do. Looks like the pH is not too bad. It's good. Across this whole field, it's just good. I don't think we really need to worry about it then. Yeah, I don't think we gotta worry about it. Usually it's significantly worse than that, but that is actually pretty good. Fill that up. We will probably do... Wouldn't make sense to do that. Well, probably sorghum would make sense. Oats would also kind of make sense. I think those are both be ready right around November. Oats, yeah, December. That is like a January. That is a really long growth time, canola. See, the thing with oats is a lot of your money also comes from the straw, which we do not really plan on doing, at least for the time being. I think sorghum probably makes the most sense. I'll go here. Lower that and turn it on. Yeah, you can see we'll have variable seed rates and everything. We'll probably be using a lot of nitrogen at the start, a lot of fertilizer. Because that will... It's obviously going to be very low right now. We just had soybeans in there. The high seed rate probably because of the soil. So then will be normal seed rate for most of this. This still say it's good. Still say it's good. Had to check. But I guess we kind of lucked out there. We did not need pH. Kind of figured we would, but we'll have to check on that field to see how that is sitting. Obviously, we can't really apply much to it, but just to see how it's kind of currently is. Because the biggest thing with precision farming is you're going to put a little bit more effort in keeping up with stuff. Obviously, make sure your pH is good, nitrogen is good. It costs a little bit more to do so, but you can save a lot more on fertilizer, seeds, depending on obviously where you are for what you're planting, and then what your current level of nitrogen is and whatnot. So, like soybeans, which would probably be the next crop that would go in here, that won't use any fertilizer. Won't use any. I'm glad to see that missing a little bit there, that the fertilizer sensor setup is actually working quite good. And, the adapters actually worked. You never know. Sometimes mods can have weird things, but this one worked quite well. I know I did use this mod before. I think I used like a chicken cage for it to move them to a different pen. But I'll definitely try to make sure I get this one in the mod list. There's a lot of different things that come with it, so. Alright, so we're just about done with this field here. As you can see, we probably used a decent amount less fertilizer and seeds. I think just to do the top portion here, we used almost half. So, you know, maybe fertilizer's not a big difference, but we also planted a lot more. Oh, we missed a little bit. Oh, we missed a little bit in multiple spots, to be completely honest there. Right, well, let's get this switched over to here, get that turned off, and fold it up. We could actually put the one thing olives in the silo. I'm just kind of curious on how that's going to work, so. I do want to look how much a spot and sprayer is. I do have there's 2 mods I've used in the past. I now have them both activated that have spot and spray abilities, because otherwise you're kind of really limited. You just put it here. Yep. Okay. And it should just be in the silo. If I know where that... Oh, it's over here. Yeah, 1% full. Okay. Well, let's take a gander here. We'll turn this off. I'm just curious on how this is sitting. It might be a little bit low. It's in good condition. But the nitrogen is actually quite fine. Yeah, I think the fertilizer spreaders... not a cheap thing. Obviously, this is just a tank. These do not have the option for it. So we would be looking at... like this one, probably the cheapest. And that's another $39,000 to do the spot and spraying. That's $73,000. I think it's the same on all of these, right? Yeah. Unless you can get one in the sale, it's pretty expensive. So I don't know if we'll be buying anything for like this anytime soon. Which will hurt our environmental score. There we go. And we can just drop this here. Don't really need it. I think sheds might be one of the next things we'll be looking to buy. But I wouldn't mind a better combine either. Or at least a bigger combine. So let's probably... I want to take all of the trees, but... oh, we want all of them gone. I think we'll take 3 in here. Probably that small one as well. Curious, can we take this small one way down here, actually? Might be right on the edge, so it may not. Nope. That answers the question. Yeah, we'll just cut these 3 down, get those sold, get some more money into the bank account once again, because we do need get some more in there. We did spend quite a bit, and I wouldn't mind actually buying the Scout. Because you will over time have to redo the soil check. And that would be significantly easier to do with Scout. Probably cheaper long term. That'll probably be the best way to put it. Otherwise, we're paying $2,000 every time. And this field might go out of like soil mapping every, I don't know, 15, 20 episodes. I don't quite know how often it is. Not super often. But they do go out of date eventually. I'm going to pick this one up and I'm going to put it over on the field because I will not find it otherwise. Alright, and then probably just this one. This was kind of in the middle of nowhere now. Well, that tree did not fall. Alright, this should be the last piece. Get this put up here. Oh, there we go. And get all that strapped in. That should be everything. It looks like it. This will get us, back over $10,000. At some point, we'll be getting chickens, but once the barley's done. So we'll be trying to keep the $10,000, $5,000 easily just to buy all the stuff for the chickens. Be our first animal to have, so they're probably one of the easier ones to take care of, and really they don't take too much food. And we don't have a grass field, so at some point I'm sure we will be getting a grass field. It's just a matter of probably more likely buying land. Because I don't know if we're going to be taking... We have 2 fields. I don't know if we want to take one of them and have it become a grass field. That wouldn't be good. At some point, we will, but... If we buy a new plot of land, then maybe the field that is a barley field now would become a grass field, maybe? Well, it's not too big. Obviously, it's not a bad thing to have too much grass. Then you don't have to, make sure you're on top of it all the time. You can wait a month if you need. A super big deal, But I think the silo is going to be huge too, because we can kind of plant things, whenever. We can easily mix things up, not just always do the same thing. So obviously we did sorghum again, but for like money-wise, for oats, you kind of have to bale it. Bale the straw for it to make the good money, similar to probably a sorghum. So otherwise, I think the yield amount is a decent amount less. Even though the price is a little bit higher, I believe, at max. And plus, really, sorghum is a thing that if we needed to, we could feed it to the chickens. I would prefer not to, but we may try to get a baler. I have not decided. That one's strapped. Because obviously with the barley, we'll be having that as an option. I'm not sure if our combine can do both or not. We'll get this sold. $6.8 thousand and a $200 environmental score reward bonus, which is kind of nice to see. Obviously, we won't be getting that baler, but balers, $12,000. Yeah, looks like that's the cheapest option. So yeah, I think that is about everything for today. Let me know, obviously, on precision farming, what everybody's thoughts are on that. I've always enjoyed it. I always enjoyed the mod. Adds a little bit more of a little bit more to it. At least I think. And you can save a little bit on certain products. Obviously, we have a large cost into trying to get a spot and spray sprayer, which would save a huge amount of herbicide, plus environmental score bonuses in there, which is like a decent amount, bump. Like we'll never get a max environmental score if we're not spot and spraying. Well, yeah, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.